Hi all, welcome to LearnIT. In the previous video we have covered basics of AWS S3 service, and in this video we will learn more about AWS S3. We will cover S3 storage classes, so let's learn it. Amazon S3 offers a range of storage classes designed for different use cases. Based on the use case, we can choose the best storage class of our files in S3. S3 provides total 7 different storage classes, which are S3 Standard, S3 Standard Infrequent Access, S3 One Zone Infrequent Access, S3 Intelligent Tiering, S3 Glacier, S3 Glacier Deep Archive, and S3 Outposts. S3 storage classes can be configured at the object level, and a single bucket can contain objects stored across S3 Standard, S3 Intelligent Tiering, S3 Standard Infrequent Access, and S3 One Zone Infrequent Access. You can also use S3 lifecycle policies to automatically transition objects between storage classes without any application changes. Now let's learn more about each of these classes in detail. Let's talk about Standard S3 Storage class. S3 Standard class offers high durability, availability, and performance object storage for frequently accessed data. S3 Standard class is appropriate for a wide variety of use cases, including cloud applications, websites, content distribution, mobile and gaming applications. Let's have a look on key features of S3 Standard class. So, Standard S3 class provides low latency and high throughput performance. Standard S3 class is designed for durability of 99.119% of objects across multiple availability zones. Standard S3 class is resilient against events that impact an entire availability zone, because your files are having other copies in different availability zones. Standard S3 class is designed for 99.99% availability over a given year. It is highly available, no downtimes. Standard S3 class is backed with the Amazon S3 Service Level Agreement for availability. Standard S3 class supports SSL for data in transit and encryption of data at rest. We will cover these in detail in S3 demo. And last, Standard S3 class allows us to use S3 lifecycle management for automatic migration of objects to other S3 storage classes. We can use this to move infrequently accessed objects to cheaper storage classes automatically. Let's talk about S3 Standard Infrequent Access class. S3 Standard Infrequent Access designed is for data that is accessed less frequently, but requires rapid access when needed. S3 Standard Infrequent Access offers the high durability, high throughput, and low latency same as S3 Standard, but with a low per gigabyte storage price and per gigabyte retrieval fee. So, the cost is comparatively low as compared to Standard S3. This combination of low cost and high performance make S3 Standard Infrequent Access class ideal for long-term storage, backups, and as a data store for disaster recovery files. Key features of S3 Standard Infrequent Access class are same as of Standard S3. The only difference is it is cheaper and only for less frequently data objects. So, S3 Standard Infrequent Access class provides same low latency and high throughput performance like S3 Standard. S3 Standard Infrequent Access class is also designed for durability of 99.119% of objects across multiple availability zones. S3 Standard Infrequent Access class is also resilient against events that impact an entire availability zone, because your files are having other copies in different availability zones. S3 Standard Infrequent Access class is also designed for 99.99% availability over a given year. It is highly available, no downtimes. S3 Standard Infrequent Access class is also backed with the Amazon S3 Service Level Agreement for availability. S3 Standard Infrequent Access class also supports SSL for data in transit and encryption of data at rest. We will cover these in detail in S3 demo. And last, S3 Standard Infrequent Access class also allows us to use S3 Lifecycle Management for automatic migration of objects to other S3 storage classes. We can use this to move frequently or infrequently accessed objects to other storage classes automatically from this class. If your objects of this class needs frequent access, then these objects can be moved automatically to standard S3 class. Let's talk about S3 One-Zone Infrequent Access class. S3 One-Zone Infrequent Access class is for data that is accessed less frequently, but requires rapid access when needed, unlike other S3 storage classes which store data in a minimum of 3 availability zones. S3 One-Zone Infrequent Access class stores data in a single availability zone and costs 20% less than S3 Standard Infrequent Access class. S3 One-Zone Infrequent Access class is ideal for customers who want a lower cost option for infrequently accessed data but do not require the availability and resilience of S3 Standard or S3 Standard Infrequent Access class. It is a good choice for storing secondary backup copies of on-premises data or easily recreatable data. Let's have a look on key features of S3 One-Zone Infrequent Access class. So, S3 One-Zone Infrequent Access class provides same low latency and high throughput performance as of S3 Standard class. S3 One-Zone Infrequent Access class is also designed for durability of 99.119% of objects, but only in a single availability zone. S3 One-Zone Infrequent Access class is designed for 99.5% availability over a given year. This is less than S3 Standard and S3 Standard Infrequent Access classes. S3 One-Zone Infrequent Access class is also backed with the Amazon S3 Service Level Agreement for availability. S3 One-Zone Infrequent Access class also supports SSL for data in transit and encryption of data at rest. S3 One-Zone Infrequent Access class also allows us to use S3 Lifecycle Management for automatic migration of objects to other S3 storage classes. And the last point I would like to cover is that the S3 One-Zone Infrequent Access class stores data only in a single AWS availability zone. So data stored in this storage class will be lost in the event of availability zone destruction. So, this is not the choice for storing files which are very important and cannot be created again easily. Let's talk about S3 Intelligent Tiering class. Amazon S3 Intelligent Tiering is the only cloud storage class that delivers automatic cost savings by moving objects between 4 access tiers when access patterns change. Objects uploaded or transitioned to S3 Intelligent Tiering are automatically stored in the Frequent Access tier first. Then S3 Intelligent Tiering starts monitoring access patterns. So, if it observes that the object has not been accessed in 30 consecutive days, then it will move that object to the Infrequent Access tier. Let's have a look on key features of S3 Intelligent Tiering class. So, S3 Intelligent Tiering automatically optimizes storage costs for data with changing access patterns. S3 Intelligent Tiering stores objects in 4 access tiers, optimized for frequent, infrequent, archive, and deep archive access. S3 Intelligent Tiering keeps same low latency and high throughput performance of S3 Standard when move objects to frequent and infrequent access tiers. S3 Intelligent Tiering activates optional automatic archive capabilities for objects that become rarely accessed. S3 Intelligent Tiering keeps same performance as Glacier and Glacier Deep Archive when it moves objects to archive access and deep archive access tiers. S3 Intelligent Tiering is also designed for durability of 99.119% of objects across multiple availability zones. S3 Intelligent Tiering is also designed for 99.9% availability over a given year like standard S3. S3 Intelligent Tiering is also backed with the Amazon S3 Service Level Agreement for availability. Coming to charges, S3 Intelligent Tiering charges small monthly monitoring and auto-tiering fee. And last, S3 Intelligent Tiering takes no operational overhead. No retrieval fees. No additional tiering fees apply when objects are moved between access tiers within the S3 Intelligent Tiering Storage class. Also, if you have activated one or both of the archive access tiers, S3 Intelligent Tiering will automatically move objects that have not been accessed for 90 consecutive days to the archive access tier, and then after 180 consecutive days of no access to the deep archive access tier. If the objects are accessed later, S3 Intelligent Tiering moves the objects back to the frequent access tier again. There are no retrieval fees when using the S3 Intelligent Tiering Storage class, and no additional tiering fees when objects are moved between access tiers within S3 Intelligent Tiering. It is the ideal storage class for datasets with unknown storage access patterns, like new applications, or unpredictable access patterns, like data lakes. Let's talk about S3 Glacier. S3 Glacier is a secure, durable, and low-cost storage class for data archiving. You can reliably store any amount of data at costs that are competitive with or cheaper than on-premises solutions, to keep costs low yet suitable for varying needs. S3 Glacier provides 3 retrieval options that range from a few minutes to hours. You can upload objects directly to S3 Glacier, or use S3 lifecycle policies to transfer data between any of the S3 storage classes for active data: S3 Standard, S3 Intelligent Tiering, S3 Standard Infrequent Access, and S3 One Zone Infrequent Access, and S3 Glacier. Let's have a look on key features of S3 Glacier class. So, S3 Glacier is also designed for durability of 99.119% of objects across multiple availability zones. S3 Glacier also keeps data resilient in the event of one entire availability zone destruction. S3 Glacier also supports SSL for data in transit and encryption of data at rest. S3 Glacier is low cost and it is ideal for long-term archive. S3 Glacier allows us to have configurable retrieval times from minutes to hours, and S3 Glacier also allows us to use S3 lifecycle management for automatic migration of objects to other S3 storage classes. Let's talk about S3 Glacier Deep Archive. S3 Glacier Deep Archive is lowest cost S3 storage class and supports long-term retention and digital preservation for data that may be accessed once or twice in a year. It is designed for customers particularly those in highly regulated industries, such as the financial services, healthcare, and public sectors that retain data sets for 7 to 10 years or longer to meet regulatory compliance requirements. All objects stored in S3 Glacier Deep Archive are replicated and stored across at least 3 geographically dispersed availability zones, protected by 99.119% of durability, and can be restored within 12 hours. Let's have a look on key features of S3 Glacier Deep Archive class. So, S3 Glacier Deep Archive designed for durability of 99.119% of objects across multiple availability zones. S3 Glacier Deep Archive is lowest cost storage class and designed for long-term retention of data that will be retained for 7 to 10 years. S3 Glacier Deep Archive ideal alternative to magnetic tape libraries. To back up data, S3 Glacier Deep Archive objects have a max retrieval time of 12 hours. And S3 Glacier Deep Archive allows us to use S3 lifecycle management for automatic migration of objects to other S3 storage classes. And finally, we have S3 Outposts class. So before we move to S3 Outposts, I will quickly give you an overview of AWS Outpost service. So, AWS Outposts is a fully managed service that offers the same AWS infrastructure, AWS services, APIs, and tools to virtually any data center, colocation space, or on-premises facility for a truly consistent hybrid experience. And Amazon S3 Outposts delivers object storage to your on-premises AWS Outposts environment. Using the S3 APIs and features available in AWS regions today, S3 Outposts class makes it easy to store and retrieve data on your outpost, as well as secure the data, control access, tag, and report on it. S3 Outpost Storage class is ideal for workloads with local data residency requirements and to satisfy demanding performance needs by keeping data close to on-premises applications. Let's have a look on key features of S3 Outposts class. S3 Outposts allows to maintain S3 object compatibility and bucket management through the S3 SDK. S3 Outposts is designed to durably and redundantly store data on your on-premises AWS outposts. S3 Outposts supports encryption using SSE S3 and SSEC methods. We will see this in upcoming videos on S3 encryption. S3 Outposts supports authentication and authorization using identity and access management and S3 access points. S3 Outposts allows us to transfer data to AWS regions using AWS Data Sync service. So guys, this was all about S3 storage classes. I know this was hell lot of theory, but for exam point of view we must know features of all storage classes. In the next video we will look at S3 objects management through AWS console, AWS S3 CLI and AWS S3 SDKs. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Please hit on subscribe if you are new to channel to learn more and join me in the next video.